Hey dear viewer, welcome to episode 18. As you've seen in the last episode, I have 7 triskelions left to complete. Or make that 8 if I get another triskelion fragment. Because, you know, they are a possible reward from the triskelions themselves. And when all the triskelions have left the bank, I'll return to that spider and play dentist. Hopefully. Anyway, let's start this episode immediately with a triskelion. So, let's hope I get a blood die. Or any kind of die. Okay, so unlike last episode, this one doesn't have a very good start. This clue certainly has a decent reward, even though I messed out on a blood die again. But there's not really anything I desperately want to keep, so let's reroll. Well, that value took a dive like a striker in the box, but I guess it kind of was expected. Ah well, whatever. This time I only managed to complete 18 waves in Rush of Blood. But that is because I messed up on a tormented demon. See, I thought I equipped my Dark Light, but it turns out I didn't. And I only noticed that 1 minute later. Because he still had over 50% of his health, and he still had that fire shield. I believe I could have completed 20 waves if I didn't mess up on that fight. Anyways, there's nothing special in the reward this time. And I'm also contemplating not to do Rush of Blood anymore. Because I don't really care too much about the XP reward, and the items that I get in the loot chest usually aren't super. I mean, I'd be better off doing a Slayer task. And actually it also takes a while to gear up, so yeah, I'm going to drop it. I mean, I've got all the titles anyway. And my record is 23 waves complete. I think I can be proud of that. Alright, that'll get me closer to 120 Herblore. Slightly. This clue's value is definitely above average. And it has some useful items too, so that makes it a fine reward. That's one more Durzag killed. And this time I didn't have any problems with those jihadi pigs. Now let's take a look at that loot. 3 Serenic scales, that looks very good. But those are not the reasons why I killed Durzag, so I'll reroll. Yeah, I kind of prefer those Serenic scales. But on the other hand, I did gain Techie. And that's something. More high level herb seeds. I'm definitely not hitting that. Again a reward with a low value. I feel like I've gotten way too many of those. The clue I'm doing right now is from the skeletal horror. That means I dropped like 4 clues in a row now. Anyway, looting time. Another Saradomin page 2. I believe I got one or 2 episodes ago. So that is absolutely fantastic. But I have been doing a lot of clues though, so it kind of makes sense that I would get nice rewards once in a while. Unfortunately, this one is one of them. Also, I believe that the last 4 god pages I got all had a 2 behind them. Is that just a coincidence, or is Jagged sending me a hidden message? And what could that message possibly be? And that is the triskelion fragment that I talked about in the beginning of the episode. See, now I can complete another one. And instead of doing 7 triskelions this episode, I'll be doing 8. That means I still have 4 more to do. Whether to reroll this or not, well, that's a no-brainer really. Meh, it stays average, but slightly better. And this is the clue from the aquarium. Let's see what that gives me. A Bandos coif, okay. And that's all there is to say about this reward. Some more of the most valuable seeds. Alright, that's a lovely reward. I wouldn't call this reward good either. At least those super restores are useful. Ah, a repeat of the previous reward. And since I liked it then, I like it now. An ancient crozier, well that's nice, but I already have one of those, so I'm opting for a reroll here. Oh yeah, Gothic's page 1, that's the second god page of the episode now. So for that alone, this is turning out into a great episode. I guess the only piece of criticism that I can give about this clue reward is that I got 100k, and that means that I missed another blood die. But yeah, whatever, I'm already very happy about that Gothic's page 1. My second to last triskelion, guys, we're almost there. Charms, no! A 284k reward. That's quite a surprise considering there are biscuits. And that's quite a large amount of biscuits as well. But I know that it's the 2 palm seeds who make this reward that big. The very last triskelion. Come on, let it be a dragonstone armor piece. What? Back-to-back charms? And that on my 2 last triskelions? Oh man. A worse ending couldn't be possible. Or at least no ending that I can think of. Well, except for the usual doomsday scenarios like nuclear holocaust or something. But if you guys can think of a worst possible ending, then leave it in the comments. Okay, so I got that dragon full helm ornament kit back that I lost on the reroll last episode. So I guess that'll have to sit there in my bank forever. Oh, and the best part is that I now have completed 400 elite clues, and that's since the counter started. So obviously the number is much higher. Alright guys, all my triskelions are gone, so I'm back at Araxxi. And I gotta say, the start was very rough. These 3 weeks off certainly didn't do me any good. But the thing is, I'm using magic instead of ranged. So that doesn't make it any easier either. And if it wasn't hard enough already, it's the acid pool and spider minion rotation. And add up all those reasons, and you get to me killing Araxxi only 5 times. Well, maybe 5 kills in a day isn't such a bad thing to start with. Or to restart with at least. This is also my Reaper task, which assigned me to kill Araxxi 6 times, so that one last kill will be for tomorrow. And you can see the loot that I got from these 5 kills. I guess the only items that stand out are the onyx bolts and the crystal triskelion fragment. And when it comes to triskelions, I'm probably going to do them instantly now. I'm definitely not going to save them until I have 50 anymore. I cannot take that grind, no more. This must be my best Durzag kill ever. And do I even need to explain why? Just look at my chat box, I set a new personal record time. That is 5 minutes and 13 seconds now. I'm certainly proud of it. Also guys, look at the food that I have left. From the looks of it, I only ate 4 rocktail and drank 2 Saradomin brew sips. But when you look at the rewards, you'll see that memorable kills don't always end with great loot. But there's a reroll. And nothing good there either. Also with that reroll there's the usual reduction in techie. But I guess that Gobi Burial Charm slightly compensates that loss. And that completes my Soul Reaper task. Thank you for those 30 points, Mrs. Spider. Also, this is the first kill of the day and look how much food I had to waste already. I swear I'm never gonna get 10 kills in a day. Not with magic. I'll almost dare to place a bet on it. But I'm not going to do that. Also guys, I forgot to say, Onslaught is so awesome here. Doing raids was completely worth it. If you don't have it yet, get in Raid FC right now, right now. So one of the many things that sucks with using magic at Araxxi is that she uses melee attacks all the time. And what looks like a melee attack? Yes, an acidic cocoon. And that's what this clip is about. I completely mistook that acidic cocoon fling for a melee attack. And of course I had the luck that it landed right next to me. So, of course I'm dead. But during the fight I did realize that something was up. I mean, too much time has passed since Araxxi used its last special attack. So I kind of saw this coming as well. I did assume it was a deadly acidic spider, but honestly I was afraid to move. I remember running away when I thought Araxxi spawned a deadly acidic spider, or well, I mean was about to spawn a deadly acidic spider. So what I did then was run away, and where did I run away to? Right next to the acid puddle. So yes, I died there, I die here, I die pretty much everywhere. Surprisingly enough, I didn't die yesterday, but without a doubt it was close. So earlier I showed you guys one death, but I have to be honest, I died 2 more times. So actually I died 3 times consecutively. And yeah, I only showed you one death, I'm sorry about that, but I was just so frustrated. Man, you can't believe it. I was close to destroying my computer like Nightmare RH. But luckily I can control myself. Anyway, today I killed Araxxi 7 times, and that's quite a nice amount, considering how horrible magic has been today. Yeah, I'm gonna admit it, you guys, today I really hate using magic. I really don't want to do it anymore. But I guess it's a pill that I have to swallow. I mean, my goal is that fang. That is the only reason why I'm still at Araxxi. And I'm saying this, you guys, I will learn to love magic at Araxxi, and I will get that fang one day. And on the drop log interface you can see everything that I got today. And I guess those Serenic scales are quite nice. But that's not the reason why I'm at Araxxi. Check this out, guys, I just got my very first Dormant anima core helm. I know God Wars Dungeon 2 has been out for a while, but I haven't spent a lot of time in there yet. And I've killed Hellweir probably less than 10 times. So a Dormant anima core helm drop in less than 10 kills, yeah, I'm very happy about that. Also, the reason why I'm here is purely for the bounties. I definitely want to get my reputation with the factions up. And first of all, I'm focusing on Zamorak. I believe I'm somewhere halfway now. So yeah, in the totality of it, I'm not very far yet. And I've been collecting it for way too long. So I'm going to do this more frequently. I do want all those armors, and I think reputation will help me get those. I've completed 1279 tasks in a row now. And I'm here purely for that daily challenge. So I'm not working on some kind of hidden slayer goal. Although that cape does look very nice. Gargoyles is my next slayer task, and I've completed that daily challenge a long time ago, but I remember the Gargoyles as dropping clues quite frequently. So I stayed a bit longer at Gargoyles until I had that clue, and as you can see I got it. So let's hope something good comes out of it. Okay, can I call this a good reward? I don't know. Those runes want to make me say yes, but that sub 100k value and those firelighters make me say no. And you know what, I'm going to say no about this being a good clue. Ugh, guys, just look at the amount of food I had to use for this kill again. I swear, if I have to stay here any longer, I'm going to be Runescape's first sumo wrestler. So, Jagex better start thinking about the body slam ability. Maybe I could one-hit Araxxi with that. That would be cool. Anyway, let's check the loot. A spider leg bottom. That's great. That's 2/3 of what I believe to be my 8th leg. Also, the best part of this is that I just need that middle leg. And the acid path is my favorite. Also, if I manage to get that spider leg middle, then that means I'll have 8 legs. And how many legs does a spider have? Yeah, no more swipe attacks. That is, if RuneScape had logic. Also, this is kill 1021. You know, I just want to mention it for details. For whoever is interested in it. I killed Araxxi 6 times today, and that brings me to a kill count of 1023. From those 6 kills I got 1 exclusives, and that one you saw earlier. And besides that spider leg, I also got some Serenic scales and onyx bolts. So I would call this a pretty good day. But can I really call it that when I'm still missing that one item? So if you look at my inventory, then you'll notice that this Durzag fight also brings me one step closer to a career in sumo wrestling. But hey, at least we got the kill, and that's the most important part. But let's loot that corpse. I believe a reroll is advised. No exclusives this time, but take a look at that techie. Notice the difference from before the reroll. The amount of techie almost doubled. Usually it's the other way around. Alright, a pheromone. Ah, I love the smell of some nice pocket change. I believe I said earlier that I wouldn't attempt to kill Araxxi 10 times with magic. Well, that changed quickly. I actually managed to get 11 kills with magic this time. And okay, I did use the Majarod Berserk aura for this. But I used that aura in the start of the fight, and not at the end. So that means kill 11 was as hard as it would usually be. Well, not when path 1 is open, of course. But I'm definitely not going to try to get 10 plus kills in that path. Also, when you use the Majorod Berserk aura, then kills don't register. That's why my kill count only went up by 3, in comparison with yesterday, that is. Also, you know that by using this aura, you can get a pet with 0 kill count. But of course, you'll need to be extremely lucky for that. I actually wonder if people are trying that right now. And as for drops, besides that pheromone that you saw earlier, I got some onyx bolts. But if you compare today's drop log with that one from yesterday, then I do prefer that one from yesterday, even with that at spider leg bottom. And it's definitely weird since I killed almost double the amount of yesterday. So I was activating my scrimshaw and do other things, and I kinda lost focus on the important things. What's the important thing, you may ask? Araxxi's special attack, which happened to be a deadly acidic spider. Again it charged at me and I tried to run. Oh, believe me, I tried to run, as you can see. But the spider floored its gas pedal and, well, you saw what happened. It sucks, but okay. My own fault. And today I again got 11 kills, but this time without the Majorod Berserker aura. Well, obviously, you can only use that once a month. Anyway, from the drop log, only the Serenic scales are worth mentioning. You could argue that the ancient effigy is something too, and I guess you'd be right, because they are a rare find. But honestly, I couldn't care less about it. After finally finishing all those triskelions, the focus is completely back to Araxxi. And as you see, I'm still missing that one item to complete my Noxious set. That elusive fang has dominated my Runescape time for months now. But I'm not going to give up and I'm going to try again next episode. But I'm starting to wonder something. I wonder if having a real life dentist degree is required to get that drop. Or maybe I should just let my dentist kill Araxxi for me. But no, I'm just joking, guys. I do not condone account sharing in any way. And that is all for this episode. I want to thank you all for watching. And I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did and you would like to see more, please subscribe. See you in the next video.